Hi guys, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to be learning how to do this effect. It's really cool, it's really simple. Once you've done it, you can actually change the shapes out, squares, triangles, whatever you want, and you can even use logos. How cool is that? Okay, let's get into it. So here we are inside of Fusion. The first thing we need to do is add a background node. Connect it across like that. Now our background node defines the size of the composition. So if I click on it and come across to image, just here in the right hand side, you'll see it's set to 1920 by 1080. And that will affect this composition later, and you'll know what I mean. Right, now let's make the golden background. The way we do that is with a background node. So I've dragged the background node in, F2, rename it gold background. We're now going to come across to the right, and we're going to change solid color down to 4 corners like this. We'll keep the top left as a black. The next one down, we're going to change that to like a brownish color. Something like that. Then we're going to take this one and turn it into an orange. We're going to take the last one and turn that into a bright yellow like that. When we put that in the window, we get this. We need to mess that up a little bit, so we're going to come across to the toolbar again, add a fast noise. And to finish this off, we're now going to add our shape. So I'm going to click on the fast noise and add a ellipse. Now I need to change that fast noise a little bit, so I'm just going to zoom in by using the control and middle mouse button. First thing we need to do is up the contrast and change the scale. So we get something like that. Increase the scale more and actually bring the contrast back down to something like that. Now we need to blur the edge of it, so we're going to click on this gold background here, come up to the toolbar and hit this one here that says blur. And then we're going to come across here and we're just going to give it a little bit of a blur, not too much. Something like that. Now we need to make it shine, so what we'll do is click on the blur. We're going to shift spacebar and we're looking for soft glow, which is that one there. Make sure you've got that in the window by clicking this little dot on the right hand side, which is that one there. We're going to crank the gain all the way up and we're going to make the glow size 12. Right, we now need to make the blue circle, and the way we do that is we click on this soft glow here, come up, yes, we're going to create another background, and actually we need to merge them together. So click on the soft glow and hit merge just here, and then we're going to connect that and into there like that. Now for the background color on this one, I actually liked the one from the original animation, which is this color here. I'll leave it in the description below. We're going to copy that, bring it across, click on here, and then where it says HTML, I'm going to right click or Control V and drop it in like that. Now when I put it in the window, we're just getting this because we need to copy the ellipse over. So come across to the ellipse, click it, right click, copy, come across here, Control V and paste. Connect over like that. Now it's pretty cool, but I don't like it's looking a bit too sunnish around the edges there. So what we're going to do, how we fix that, is if you come across to the ellipse, just drag this to the blue input on the blur and drag this again into the blue input on the soft glow, and they're masks. Didn't take it there. Let's do that again. Like that. And what it's done is it's hardened it out and now we can't see it. So we're going to come across to our ellipse here. We'll go into our size and just bring the size down a fraction. Whoops, they're not connected. So what we need to do is right click on the height, come down to expression, and then see this plus sign here, drag that up and connect it to the width like that. And now when I move the circle in any direction, they're both linked, the height and width. So I'm going to bring it up to. So now let's connect everything to our background. So we're going to take this merge output here, this pitwick, and drag it across like that, and it will create a merge for us. If we put the merge in the window, we'll see that our background is black and we want it to be the same color as this blue here. So go back to your color reference or choose whatever color you want, copy, come back in, click on the background, make sure you've got color selected here, click here, and then again in the HTML, Control V to paste. So it's looking a bit flat, so to give it a bit of depth, we're going to add a couple of shadows to it. And the way we do that is click on this merge here, Shift Spacebar, and we're searching for a drop shadow, which is that one there. I actually like the defaults of that one, so I'm going to keep it. But I think I'm going to try adding another shadow, not a drop shadow this time. We're actually going to add a shadow node. So click on that drop shadow and hit Shift Spacebar and type in SHAD, and it's that one there, shadow just there. Now what we can do on this shadow is we can change its softness, but we really need to change its angle. Where's its angle? Light position. Oh, there we are. So see here where it says light position. What you do is you move these around like that and place it to where you want it to be. So I want it to be about there, but I want the softness to be quite high, kind of like that, and then just bring the alpha down like so. Very cool. We're actually going to come back to the shadows later because when we start animating it, we can get some problems. So talking about animation, what we're going to now do is click on this shadow here and come up to our toolbar and add a transform. We're going to go to the beginning of our animation and take the size all the way down to 0 like that and click a keyframe just here. We're then going to go forward. We're going to bring that size up to 1.2 like that. It's already created the keyframe. Going to go forward a couple of frames, take it down to 0.95, go forward a few more keyframes, a bit further than the others actually, and change that to 1. So when we play that back, as the same music, it's looking a bit staccato, a bit stiff. So what we're going to do is click on this transform node, go up to the spline tool just here, make sure you've got it selected, hit zoom to fit like that, select all the keyframes with your left mouse button and hit S to smooth like that. We can now come out of there. Now when we play it back, it looks a lot more professional. Now to create the duplicate circles, I use something called a duplicate node. And if we click on the merge and go Shift Spacebar, type in DUP, it'll come up here. Now for some unknown reason, the duplicate in my system is not the right one. So I actually grab it from the effects under the effects panel here and just drag it in and put it in like so. Now, when we click on that, it says that we have 2 copies, which we do, but they're in the same position and they're at the same size. So what we're going to do is we'll go down to size just here and we'll change that to 0.9. And the first thing we see is that I've made a mistake, and that mistake is it's copied this background as well as the circle. So what we need to do, it's an easy fix. So what we'll do is disconnect this background, bring it over here, bring in a new background, connect it in like that. But what we're going to do is come over to the alpha here and take that all the way down to 0. Now I could have done it on this background, but I have my color on it, which I really like, so I wanted to keep that. I'm going to click on this duplicate node just here, and we're going to add a merge, which is this one here. Bring that across like that, and then connect that in like so. First thing that happens is everything vanishes. And the reason for that is this node is coming in as the foreground. So click on this merge, right click, and hit swap inputs, and it'll bring it all back. So I don't actually like the size of those circles, but I don't really want to mess with the animation. So what I'm going to do, click on that duplicate node here, come up and add a transform. I then can increase the size and it won't affect the underlying animation. We're then going to click back on the duplicate node just here, and under copies we're going to take that up to 5. When you look at this, one thing you need to know is this value under size is currently at 0.7. I had it at 0.9, which is that. So this outer circle is 1, and then this one is 0.9 smaller than that one and recurring all the way down. So if I take this to 0.5, you see what I'm talking about. It halves every iteration going down. So 0.5 is 0.7, sorry, is probably a good size to be at. So let's play that back. Now they're all coming in at the same time and we don't want that. So the way we fix that is on the duplicate node, come up to here where it says time offset. I'm going to change that to 6. Now let's play that. Now there is an error in the animation. Let's see if I can get a good shot of it. There. You see this blue line here? There's 2 reasons for that. One of them is when I said the composition size at the beginning. That is one of the problems. So we're going to click on this background node here, come up to here where it says auto resolution. We're going to turn that off and take the height all the way up to 490 like that. And if you're still getting a bit like that, what you need to do is come over to your shadows and just drop the softness or the shadow strength. There we are. I think that's got it. Yep, there we are. So fun little animation, very easy to do and very easy to change as well. So if I wanted to change this to that logo that you saw, all I would need to do is come across to my media pool. What I did was I downloaded an Apple logo as a PNG. So essentially it's just a white logo on a empty background, alpha background. So what I can do is disconnect this, bring in the Apple logo, connect that across like that, disconnect this one, bring in the same Apple logo again and connect it across like so. Now when I put it in the window, you're going to see a mistake, and that is the edges are a bit harsh, and that's because we need to do this again. Oop. Into the alpha like that, and the edge vanishes. So we're going to come across to the logo. Let's rename it F2 logo, like so. We're going to add a transform below it. So clicking on the logo, come here, and then just take the size down. Hold the control key while you're doing it, and there we are. So I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. It was really good fun to make, and it really makes you think outside the box. And if I've earned it, hit that subscribe button there. And if I've earned it, hit that subscribe button below. I really need to get some new teeth. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.